This is part two of Don't Eat Pork. Now, what I was saying before I so rudely got cut off in the middle of my video is this, that the Sabbath day, even the Sabbath, this goes back to ematology. See, the Sabbath day is actually Saturday. Now, when I say this goes, it ain't even Sunday, it's Saturday, but when I say, it goes to, this all goes back to ematology, the days of the week, that we've been lied to about that, along with the Sabbath. Well, here we go. When it comes to ematology, what it is you change a word a little bit so that it still retains some of its same meaning, even though it seems completely different, but it's not. Right? If somebody took an I out of my name, alright, well, it's still the same, just that I is missing. You put that I back, my name is the same. Alright, well, we're not supposed to worship any other God except Yahweh, because he said that he was a jealous God. At that. Okay, well the thing is this. The powers that be, they know who they are. They're the ones that got us worshiping by saying the names of the week. And I'm going to tell you the names of the week, just so you'll be informed. Okay, let's start with the first day of the week. Sunday. Sunday, because the majority of the people out there that has lied to us are in secret societies which worship the sun, because they feel it has the most power and is the most powerful. Okay? You got Moon's Day to represent, like just the moon. So Sunday to represent the sun, obviously, and Moon's Day to represent the moon. Then you got Tui's Day, which is a god. You got Woden's Day. Tui's Day, Tuesday. Woden's Day, Wednesday. Do you see where the ematology is coming into play? You got Thor's Day. Everybody know who Thor is. You got Thor's Day, which is Thursday. You got Frigga Day, which is Friday. Frigga was the wife of Woden. And then you got Saturn Day, Saturday. See, this is where the ematology comes into play and the lies begin. See, the Jewish people, Yeshua HaMashiach's people, when the powers that be back then was starting to change all of this, by starting to name the days of the week, they were scared. They never named the days of the week. They went by numbers. They named the days of the week by numbers. So they were scared, which they had a right to be, because they would be speaking the name of other gods instead of the name that has the most power, Yahweh. Okay? And so they had every right to be afraid. And then when the powers that, like this secret society stuff, this goes all the way back then. This was the devil at work by changing the very way that people did things, the very way that people walked in the way the way they obeyed Yahweh back then. Because people were more obedient towards Yahweh back then than we are today. Let's just be real about that. Let's be real about that. But anyway, like I was saying, when they went to go change the year, the beginning of the year from the spring to the winter, a lot of the people said, to heck with that, because they know from the earth and from Yahweh that the beginning of the year is in the spring. And me, is my belief, I could be wrong, please correct me if I am. Again, don't be disrespectful about it, just let me know. I don't know everything, but I do know some things, and this is a subject that I know quite a bit about. But anyway, when it came to changing the year from the spring, the beginning of the year, from the spring to the winter. A lot of people was like, the heck with that, so uh, they would keep representing April 1st as the beginning of the year, which makes sense because April 1st you got flowers blooming, you got leaves coming on the tree, you got grass growing, you got animals mating and having offspring. That's the earth letting you know through Yahweh's will that, hey, a new year has begun. It is here. That daggone New Year, January, the daggone January the 1st. No way. That is not the beginning of the new year. It's in, I mean, how is it going to be in the dead of winter? Everything's still dead. It has not yet come to life. And this is what I'm saying. This truth has come to many people, Christians at that, especially on the Sabbath, especially about the Sabbath. You ain't supposed to do nothing on the Sabbath. You're supposed to sit your tail down and chill. That's the day of rest. You're supposed to chill. I told my mom this. Like I said, she professed to be a Christian. I told my mom, look, the true Sabbath is Saturday. This is the day of rest. This is the day you're supposed to, you're supposed to worship Yahweh. But they don't want to do that. You want to do that. You can show them. You can show people. You can show Christians and mainstream society that believe that Sunday is the day of rest and the day that you worship. Well, you're supposed to worship Yahweh every day, not just on no Sunday or Saturday. I'm sorry. You're supposed to worship Him always. You're supposed to walk in the way of Yah. But I'm saying, like the day of rest, you can show them and they still deny it. They will still deny it. I mean, to they black and blue in the face, and it makes no sense. And another thing, lately I've been getting real deep into the word of Yahweh, and come to find out, you're not even really supposed to be cussing. Most people be like, well, it don't say you ain't supposed to cuss in the Bible. They don't say you ain't supposed to cuss in the Bible. And the first thing they want to say to justify that of the cussing in the Bible is that Jesus cussed. He said ass. He wasn't saying ass. Ass, he was referring to ass as the animal, which is actually that animal's name, but now they done changed it to donkey to sugarcoat it. But back then, they didn't call him no donkey, they called him an ass. But anyway, the thing about it is, you're not supposed to cuss. In the word of Yahweh, it said you're supposed to keep cursing, a forward tongue. That means saying something that hurts somebody's feelings, out of your mouth. You're supposed to keep that out. You're supposed to keep that out your mouth. Cursing and a forward tongue out of your mouth. It's in the word. It's in Yahweh's word. You're not supposed to cuss. That's considered wickedness. That's a forward tongue considered wickedness. But you show somebody that, they don't want to see it. I saw it, and I'm trying my best not to cuss. When we see the truth that Yahweh has sent to us, you need to take that truth and hold it like it is gold. When you see Him telling you, look, here's the proof. Now what? Well, I tell you what's next after He show you proof. What's next is for you to do His will. What's next is for you to walk in the way of Yah, to live by His word. Don't be so caught up in this mainstream society, because the mainstream society is pretty much telling you to daggone that your daughters grow up as whores, Let your sons be out there on the street selling drugs and killing up one another. You know, basically telling you to live beyond your means, which means you'll never get out the ghetto, the project, or the hood. You know, and on top of that, it's got you so brainwashed with all this music, with all this hip hop music. All these videos on YouTube telling you about the subliminal imagery of hip hop. The satanic messages that's in there from these secret societies trying to control you. You see it, yet you still listening to the mess. You still listening to that mess. This is Yahweh. This is Yahweh's. This is his way of telling you what the devil is doing and giving you a chance to redeem yourself so you won't burn in hell. I ain't condemning nobody. And if I am, I ain't even gonna say sorry. Because this is the word of Yah, you know. He put this information out there. He allowed this information to come out for a reason. I don't care what you believe in. This information has came out for a reason. For us to do right. For us to live right. Look, it's like this. The devil is going to try his best. He's going to fight tooth and nail to take us down to hell with him. And he's doing it through music, popular culture. You know, our everyday way of living is totally contrary to the way that Yahweh wants us to live. It's totally contrary to the way that Yeshua HaMashiach walked and tried to do his Father's will. But everybody wants to keep doing this sinful acts that they do. Going to strip clubs, doing pornos and stuff like that. You know, having this premarital sex. Everybody's done it. You know, doing drugs, destroying your communities, laying in wait for people, like how, you know, gangs do. They lay in wait for people, which they're not supposed to do that neither. That's in the word of Yah. But look, the thing is, Yahweh don't want none of us. He don't want to have to burn up none of us. He don't want to have to put any of us in hell. That's the reason why he's giving us so many chances to redeem ourselves. And if you can't love Yah for that, there's no hope for you. I'm sorry, but there's no hope for you. If that ain't love, I don't know what is. That's the love of Yahweh. He's pretty much like, listen to me. I don't want to have to mess you up. Basically, because he got the power to mess you up. You know what? Don't fear man. Don't fear man, the one that can hurt this flesh and blood body. Don't fear him. Fear the one that could hurt your soul after you dead. That's the one you need to fear. That's the one you need to fear. But the thing about it is, man, everybody's so wrapped up. Now, there's a select few of us, myself included, where Yahweh has opened our eyes, and we're trying our best to get the truth out there. But people's minds are so closed to the fact, spiritually, because they're so wrapped up in trying to get this money, or supposedly trying to survive. You know what? I'm going to put it like this when it comes to pork. Our ancestors, when they was brought over here, they were Jewish. They rather die before touching that unclean meat and going against the word of Yah. They rather have died. They rather have starved to death. And I'm that same way. I'm that same way now. I was offered some pork the other day to eat. It was all we had to eat. I'd rather have starved. I said, nah, that's alright, I ain't eating that. So, Yahweh knew I hadn't ate all day. He provided for me. He provided something for me to eat. And I thank Yahweh for that. All praise be to the Most High Yahweh and His Son Yeshua HaMashiach, who tried his best to show us